Hello everyone, welcome. It's Brian Akeem here, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the series finale of The Walking Dead, like predictions. So this is my 126th stream. Hey Joshua, thank you for coming. You are, I can always expect you to come, man. Appreciate that. Hopefully the stream holds. Hopefully there's no issues or whatever, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Let me just check. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just please ask me. So this is not about the episode. We haven't seen it yet. It's not out yet. We are just giving our predictions for what's going to happen in the series finale of The Walking Dead. So let me just... Alright, I'm opening up the Discord chat. Hopefully it works. Alright, now while we wait for people to come, oh, that was fast. Hey Chosen. How are you?
Good. I'm just doing something.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know you gave me that thing. I'll look at it later. That thing you sent me.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's just I've had a lot on my mind lately, especially with I mean, you saw I got a couple of things on my mind at the moment, but I should hopefully have some time this week. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to. Have you seen the sneak peek for the final episode?
Like the one with Rosita?
Yeah. She goes to the orphanage or whatever to find Coco.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it on mute because I was in school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's. I don't know how I feel about that, because here's the thing. Obviously, we have to see it, but I'm just thinking of, okay, like, you're telling me that when they're being surrounded by the dead, they're just going to so happen to get separated, none of them are going to die, and then Rosita's just going to magically find the orphanage that just so happens to have Coco, and then it just so happens that everyone else is there except Coco. Everyone's dead except Coco. Like, I don't know, does that seem kind of like convenient to you?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was the case, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, honestly, like, they should have just had Judith and RJ be in this orphanage or whatever with Coco, and then that way it's like, okay, so when we, that way we can get the kids all together rather than, Judith and RJ just showing up off screen in episode 23 and then, just Coco in 24. But yeah. Let's see. Hey, why are you doing a prediction stream? You've never done this before. Great question, Joshua. I just figured that, well, I enjoy talking to you guys, and the thing is that this is the final Walking Dead episode that is coming out in 6 days, so I just felt like if it would be right to do one last stream giving our predictions of like what's going to happen. Did you see the marking of the final season video on AMC Plus? It really interesting, but also spoiled some things for the the making. Sorry, not marking. Sorry. My stupid laptop has a weird screen. But yeah, I did see it, Joshua, and the thing is, I don't like how it spoiled some things. Yeah, like Chosen, what do you think? Because and also there was the pictures and stuff, and I'm just that AMC released for episode 24. Like, these are not spoiler pictures, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was on Dan's video. These are full on authorized pictures, you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking, like, hey, remember how in episode 23 Judith was shot and they make us think she could possibly die, and then also the fate of every mostly notable character in The Walking Dead is left ambiguous as they're being overrun by the herd in the alleyway. No, let's just show the fans that, pretty much everyone's going to survive, from that scene.
Well, there's also the picture of, there's one picture and you see, what's his face? You see Luke on the ground. I don't know if he's dead or, like, unconscious or, like, what's going on there, but you see him on the ground in the picture when they're all like trapped by like the fences and the zombies.
I don't think he's dead. I think he probably just tripped or something, or got knocked down or whatever. But I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, it does look. The only way he would have to die there was like he would get shot by like a Commonwealth soldier, because like he was like in because I don't know if you remember the picture, but or if you noticed it, but like everybody's like fighting the zombies, and they're like all like kind of like surrounding him almost. I don't know if they're not necessarily doing it on purpose; they're just doing it because they're fighting zombies. So, but he would have to get shot if he was dead.
Yeah, it's just we know the fates of so many characters. It's just honestly like I'm really not, I really don't have high expectations for this finale. I want to. I think there could be some really good moments though, but I don't know, man. Like because it really depends on if they can pull this, pull this up or off. Yeah, pull this off. Where because there's a lot riding on this episode, and there's so much to wrap up. I mean, like I said, Judah's been injured. Lydia is critical. Elijah's missing. Luke and everyone else, and Maggie and them, they're trapped. Rosita needs to find Coco, and they have to take down Pamela. They have to find out Rick's alive. There's just a lot. Let's see. Oh, Henry says, "Hey Brian, sorry I didn't make the stream last week. No worries, Henry. We're gonna keep doing streams, even though The Walking Dead's gonna be over. So yeah, no worries. Hey Overrays, sup? Glad you can make it, Overrays. Good to see you here. Is it just me, or was the size and scale of everything a lot better in episode 23? It was a little bit better, I will admit, Henry, but still was not great because you still had like 3 Commonwealth soldiers guarding the gate, and I'm like, really? Just 3 soldiers at the gate? Like, I don't know. That's kind of like lame. And I get it. It's like, I don't know, Chosen. Like, if you told me that, hey, we had to write a scene of the Commonwealth being invaded by zombies, do you know what I would have done instead of the variants? Do you want to just hear my idea, I suppose? What I would have done is I would have really fleshed out more of the connection with the CRM, like Shira and maybe some others. And I would have had it be where, we find out some Commonwealth soldiers, and I mean, they're like, what I'm trying to say is there's basically spies. There's Hucks in the Commonwealth. They, kill the soldiers at the gate and then open it and kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's like fans would be looking at this being like, whoa, what is going on? What is happening? Why are they doing this? Like, and you know what I mean? And it's because if I was writing 11C, I would have set up that, yes, there's another group out there, besides the Commonwealth. And that's how I would have had the zombies get in the Commonwealth. It's not because of Commonwealth soldiers' incompetence. It's flat out, they get betrayed by spies in the Civic Republic or CRM, and that's how it gets overrun. And the characters will obviously blame Pamela for calling in that herd, but then it's also like, okay, but seriously, who opened the switch? And that's going to be kind of like a mystery for our characters, like, where they're going to find, you know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know. That's me personally. That's how I would do it. Where it's the CRM that they were the ones they tried to, like, I guess you can say, test the Commonwealth or see if they could, I guess, take it down this way rather than how they took out Omaha. But but the fact that it's not going to be could help set up the more spin-offs. I don't know. That's how I would have done it.
Yeah, I would definitely be better than making the soldiers down.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Let me just read the chat. Hey, Josh. Hey, Brian. Can't believe we only got 1 episode left. Yeah, that's true. We need Dog. I absolutely agree over Ace. I don't know where Dog is. Like, Chosen, do you have any idea where Dog could possibly be in the story? Because he's not at Alexandria. He's not at Commonwealth from what we've seen. But I feel like they're going to end Daryl's show. I feel like we're going to see maybe Dog, and Daryl's going to drive off on his bike right before. And before that, we're going to see Dog for like 2 seconds. And Daryl's going to say bye and just leave. I don't know. Like seriously, any idea where they could be keeping Dog in terms of like the story? Like in their world? Like, because like me, I'm just drawing a blank.
Um, I don't know, like maybe Alexandria because like Daryl did say that they took him, but yeah, I don't know.
But they took Coco too, but they kept her in Commonwealth. I don't understand why they take Judith and RJ to Alexandria, but they keep Coco at Commonwealth. That, you know what I mean? That is still kind of confusing to me. How the Commonwealth did that. I mean, I get it; they're idiots, but still, like the Commonwealth just is. They overcomplicate things. You know, like
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just weird. Let's see. We need dog. Epic, bro. It's insane. Brian, do you watch Movie Idol or PT channel? Do you see the potential spoilers for episode 24? I know some things about episode 24, but I don't really want to say it. Um, okay, for Movie Idol, he does not really do spoilers, but I don't. He's not my favorite Walking Dead YouTuber, and PT channel, I try to avoid his spoilers, but I do watch his like reviews and stuff. So yeah. Hey Brian, here's hoping we get a good ending. I hope so too, Epic. I really hope they do a good ending, but I just don't know if they can pull it off because, like I said, there's so much to wrap up, and they gotta set up the spin-offs. Like, hey, it's funny, hey Chosen. There was a picture of Negan and Maggie sitting like on some benches for episode 24. And in that scene, you don't see them with weapons, you don't see them with blood. It looks like a very calm scene, you know what I mean, between those two characters. And I'm like, oh my goodness, is he proposing the spin-off to Maggie? Is he saying, Maggie Ree, will you be my spin-off partner or something like that? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I just had that idea. I'm like, because yeah, last time we saw Maggie and Negan, they were being attacked by zombies and all that, and we know we're gonna get a nighttime scene, but then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, in episode 24, Maggie and Negan, they're gonna sit on a bench, on these two benches on this like nice, lawn or something. So I'm like, okay, well, is that after the fight? It's like I don't know.
yeah, that is most likely setting up the spinoff though.
Oh my goodness, that would just be so funny. It's just like, oh my goodness, like. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like, think about Negan asking Maggie to join him in a spinoff. That's, oh my goodness. I have no idea how it's gonna work. Um, Again, 23, these soldiers are just so dumb. The fact that in a Jeep they don't see one walker climb onto it. Yeah, that is something that I noticed. Epic's right. I guess like okay, I guess like Chosen with the Commonwealth soldiers like driving in a Jeep. It's just like it's a couple of things that is just kind of confusing to me. It's like, well, one, I get it. They don't know there's variant zombies. But one, they drive way too close to the herd. Two, the fact that neither of them is on the machine gun. You know what I mean? It's like why do soldiers have a machine gun, but they're not on it? And three, the fact that not a single soldier, not only hears it, but not a single soldier decides to turn around just for a little bit. Like, if we're leading a herd, I would be like, always watching the back, you know what I mean? At least me, I feel like that's what I would do. Like, hey, like even if you're not on the gun, at least watch the back, kind of thing, see if they're how close they are, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my goodness. Yeah,
We're talking 23.
Yeah, for episode 23, Commonwealth soldiers are just so pitiful, man. Yeah, Commonwealth soldiers are, yeah, they're the most pitiful. We talked about CRM or saviors, dude. Like Commonwealth soldiers, they're the worst red shirt soldiers we've ever seen in the Walking Dead franchise, in my personal opinion. Like worse than the saviors, worse than the Alexandrians, worse than CRM. Like Commonwealth soldiers are the worst, dude. Like they're gonna get creamed by the CRM in the future whenever that happens, which it should happen.
Because it's funny because they're not even as smart as like ninja zombies or variant zombies either.
Oh yeah, Commonwealth soldiers. You can be like legally blind and dumb and stuff like that, and you just get to become a soldier. Like, oh my goodness, it's just so ridiculous. It's like, yeah, like definitely like their training. Oh my goodness, I definitely think that Commonwealth soldiers need more advanced training because I don't know what Mercer does, but it's definitely not enough. You know. Um,
Yeah, no, definitely.
Let's see, Brian. Again, Henry says we are really gonna end the show with Oceanside's fate left ambiguous. That is actually hilarious to me at this point. Yeah, Henry's got a point. I don't think we're gonna see Hilltop or Oceanside in episode 24. What do you think?
I don't think so either, but at this point, I don't really care. I'm kind of, I've already accepted that.
I just wish they said, like, oh yeah, Oceanside was taken to Destination 2 or something. Like, how hard is that to say? Like, I don't get it. We're not going to see the community again. Why not just say everyone there is dead? Like, I don't get it. AMC cannot even kill off the pointless community off screen. I don't understand that. Like why doesn't AMC want to get rid of any of the communities? As far as, like, you know, like the groups or the characters? Because I'm like I just don't get the point of Oceanside. I thought this would be their point of them in the story, but no. Oceanside literally has no point. They're not even doing anything in the Commonwealth arc, like nothing. They're completely pointless.
Hold up. Back.
Oh, okay, no worries. I'll just read the chat. Thanks for not suspending me. Oh, thanks for not suspecting me of being a troll when I came on your M24 Livestream, aka first stream ever joined the channel. No worries, Joshua. Yeah. Sorry for spoiling, but Rick shows up and Carol dies. I don't think she will, Overays. I don't think Carol's dying. AMC doesn't have the guts. Henry says the Walkers got in and all the Commonwealth. If the writers plan on killing Pamela by having a Walker killer, then it needs to be Lance. It's so good of an opportunity to pass up. That is true, Henry, but we got to remember, AMC loves letting opportunities pass up. So I definitely think that's most likely what's going to happen. Hey, Walker Dead. Hey, man.
Yeah, how you doing?
Pretty good. I was talking to Chosen. He had to go do something. We're trying to give our okay, cool. We're trying to give our predictions for episode 24. Can I get a link to your server? Oh, okay. 1 second, guys. Invite to. Okay. So. Oh yeah, I was just telling Chosen. So Walker Dead, you saw the sneak peek, right, for episode 24?
So.
I
mean, you could tell me. I mean, you can. I mean, if you want, you can explain every detail to me. I mean, you can do that if you want.
Okay. So okay, I'm not ranting on this scene. The choreography is actually good. The you know, Christian Serrato's as Rosita, she's really good. But oh hey Epic. What yeah. Okay, so what happens in the stream what happens in the opening scene or whatever, or one of the opening scenes is apparently Gabriel, Eugene, and Rosita, they get separated from the group in the alleyway, and they come across the orphanage that Coco just so happened to be in, and everyone's there is dead except Coco, and Rosita finds Coco, she saves her from walkers, and that's it. And to me, I'm just thinking of, that's kind of convenient that they just so happen to be, I mean, escaping, that's fine, but they just so happen to find the orphanage, and it just so happens that everyone is there but dead but Coco. And you know what I mean? I just felt like that's kind of convenient. You know what I mean? To like just, I guess, like open up in the you know, beginning of episode 24, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like, obviously we have to see the full scene, but so far that just seems kind of convenient to me, that, like, you know, Rosita finds Coco, and Coco's the only survivor from this orphanage or whatever. I don't know, and yeah, it was just a little bit weird in that way. But yeah, so I think episode 24, I think there's going to be good action and really good character moments. As far as deaths, I don't really think we're going to get a death per se. Like, I'm not death predictions. I'm like guys, I've been saying it for like this entire season. Like, no deaths, and I'm not stopping. I'm like, you know what? Finale, no deaths. Like, I'm going with that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we better get one death, because, I mean, this is it. You know, this is it.
I feel like we will. Like, there's no way they're not going to.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, it's the last episode of The Walking Dead ever, and if they're gonna kill off somebody, I'm like, okay, if they're gonna kill off somebody, I feel like it has to make sense for the story. Otherwise, what's the whole point of doing it? But again, I just hope it makes sense for the story going forward towards the end because we are almost there. So you're just hoping that does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One second, guys. I have to read the chat real quick. The Walkers got in. All the Commonwealth that the writers planning. Yeah. Walker Lance needs to show up. I agree. I wonder what Negan will do and what role he will play in this episode. My guess, Henry, is that he's gonna kill zombies. He's gonna be there when they take down Pamela, and then he's gonna talk with Maggie on the bench, and he's gonna bring up the spinoff or something. Like I could see that happening. I could see him being like, Maggie, we got a spin-off, It's like we have to do it kind of thing. I don't know. I could see that happening. Joshua says, imagine Pamela surviving in the series finale. I can see that, Joshua. I can see that. The Walking Dead, besides Sebastian and Lance and Alden, they really have not killed off anyone this season. Mercer is the only intelligent Commonwealth soldier. I agree with that, Henry. Brian, what's your favorite villain group in The Walking Dead? Great question, Joshua. Favorite villain group. This is tough. Well, my favorite villain is the governor, but villain group. I don't know. That is tough. I don't know. I'll just say the wolves. I'll just say the wolves for now. No, the cannibals. Cannibals. Yep, the hunters. Yeah, they're iconic. Yeah. Henry says, I swear like 20, 30 Commonwealth soldiers get killed every episode. They are so expendable and dumb. It must be super easy to become one. LOL. Yeah, that's true. I have no idea why. They just let any idiot join the army. It's like, oh my goodness. It's just, yeah, it's kind of like real life.
Well, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but I literally wrote, where'd Pamela find these idiots?
Oh yeah, I was just about to read that. Yeah, I don't know. The Commonwealth soldiers are, my goodness. I get they live behind walls, but seriously, they are the dumbest people to still be alive in the zombie apocalypse. Like that is just sad. It's like, oh my goodness. I get a zombie surprising them, but seriously, how does a zombie overpower a soldier? Like that part, I don't get. It's just ridiculous.
Well, you know how the Commonwealth picks people who if you were a lawyer back in the day, you were a lawyer in the Commonwealth. Basically, all these people were the people who failed school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And here's another thing: Pamela's secretary can kill zombies better than those clowns. A secretary, a pencil pusher, can kill zombies better than those clowns.
And not only that, Eugene in episode 23 literally took down two of them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love how he just headbutts them in the face and boom, they're knocked out. It's like, I thought they were helmets, but to be fair, in 11B, we did see Gabriel kick a Commonwealth soldier in the head, even though he had a helmet on, and knock him out. So I'm just like, my goodness, those helmets are a joke. Why do they even wear them if they don't protect anything? Like seriously, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't deny that Eugene taking down two of them makes them look pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. But yeah, Eugene is he's even though he's one of the worst fighters in the show, at least with human on human, he's still better than the soldiers. Hey Brian, would it be? Yeah, this might sound arrogant, but I have no problem saying I could have wrote this a whole lot better. Yeah. I totally agree, Henry. It's not arrogant. We're the customers of AMC Plus, and here's the thing: we're not hating on the show. The actors are amazing. A lot of the choreography is amazing, and the story actually does work and makes sense. It's just that how they're doing it kind of feels rushed. It kind of feels like they don't take retakes, and they don't really decide of like, hey, how can we write this in a more realistic way? Let's see. Hey, I predict Rosita will live. I agree. wait, sorry guys, let me just catch up. Henry, if there are people who worked on The Walking Dead behind the scenes and they posted a picture on Instagram, and Josh Hamilton was in Walker makeup, so hopefully that means he'll be a Walker. Who knows? Maybe we'll see that, but I don't know. It's up in the air if Lance is a Walker. I mean, he is a Walker, but he could have been killed off screen. Pamela is one of the worst unlikable characters in the entire show, so smug and passive-aggressive. Are you going to let the series finale flaws pass too? I will not, Joshua. Here's the thing. It depends how they do the series finale. They have to have Rick, the CRM. They have to have a good ending. I don't want to see Maggie and Negan staying at Commonwealth or Alexandria, and then we don't find out why did he go to New York. I don't want Daryl to drive off on his motorcycle just because it's not going to make any sense. You know, the characters need to find out Rick's alive. The characters need to find out Michonne, CRM, and we have to see Dog and Virgil and some other missing characters. So yeah, if the ending does not deliver, I will call the show out on it. Death predictions: Rosita, Jerry, Luke, and Pamela. Not bad, not bad. Like I said, I don't think anyone's gonna die. My possible death predictions for the final episode of The Walking Dead: Luke, Jules, Lydia, and Aaron. Interesting. My favorite villain group is the Saviors. I absolutely hated the long-haired dude that always screwed Morgan. Yeah, I hated Jared too. I heard a rumor saying that the CRM are going to appear in 11/24, but I doubt it's true, honestly. I think they'll be in a post-credit scene, Walker Dead. Lydia isn't getting killed off. They're going to have her saved from getting bit, then kill her off next episode. Yeah, they're not going to do that. Hey, Dragon Ball Radiant. I can't anywhere to watch the episode. Well, go on Daryl Dixon's channel. Like, literally. You'll find parts of the episode, or you have the AMC Plus. For episode 23. Episode 24 is not out yet. Never say never, right? Sebastian was able to kill walkers better than the Commonwealth soldiers. Yeah, kind of. He killed one. So that's better than the soldiers. Are you guys go too crazy with death predictions sometimes? Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, it's death predictions, man. I know Walker Dead, but still. Yeah. Okay, so now we're caught up, and okay, yeah, so what I think is going to happen is Daryl's going to show up in the hospital carrying Judith, and I guess the Commonwealth soldier's going to hit him in the face? Okay, but then Daryl's not going to be arrested, he's not going to be killed, and then, you know what I mean? I think that's going to happen. I think he's going to bring Judith, and then the Commonwealth soldier's just going to hit him, and somehow Daryl's going to get his crossbow, because here's the thing, last time we saw Daryl's crossbow, Maggie had it. So Daryl has to reunite with Maggie before this. So
hey Brian.
Yeah. Go ahead, Epic.
Megan the Commonwealth.
Yeah, she
hey
is.
Brian.
Yeah, go ahead.
One scene I did like in episode 23. It was a scene between Negan and Ezekiel, where Negan thanks Ezekiel for why Ezekiel stepped in front of the guards when they were about to exit. I like that scene, and I also liked the moment when Ezekiel was talking and he kept saying, "Yet I smile, cancer, yet I smile." I like that moment.
Yeah, I do too. I really think Ezekiel's going to be the next governor of the Commonwealth. It just makes the most sense to me. I definitely feel like it's going to happen 100%. I mean, they had a line, King Ezekiel again, and it's it's set up to me. It's set up. They have not been setting up Maggie being the leader. They've been setting up Ezekiel being the leader of the Commonwealth. It just makes the most sense in terms of how they've been setting it up. But yeah, okay, yeah, so we already talked about death predictions. Yeah, so how do you guys see episode 24 playing out? Because like I said, we know that Rosita and Gabriel and Eugene, they're just going to conveniently find Coco in the orphanage. They're going to save her, last survivor kind of thing from the orphanage. And then I think Rosita's just going to get separated or something. Because we don't see Eugene and Gabriel with Coco in any of the pictures or footage. So I feel like Rosita gets separated from them or something. Aaron's going to make it to the Commonwealth. Jerry, Elijah, some of the other characters. And, it's going to be nighttime. Pamela's not going to let the people into the estates. And I don't know. Colonel Vickers, she might... I don't know. is it her that's breaking out Mercer in the jail cell, or is it Mercer's friend? I don't think he has a name, but he was a Commonwealth soldier, a black Commonwealth soldier that had no helmet on. You guys know who I'm talking about? That guy he trusted. Yeah, that guy. It's either him or Vickers that is breaking out Mercer. Like, who do you guys think it is that's breaking Mercer out of jail?
Vickers. Why is it either one of them? Did we see the Commonwealth armor or something?
No, we don't see the person outside because the explosion. You know what I mean, at the door. So
I don't even know what you're talking. Like what scene you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember seeing anything.
You remember in the comics how someone frees Mercer from jail?
No, I remember that. Like, but like in the show, like, did we see like a trailer or like another scene other than the Rosita one?
No. It's in the promo. It's in the promo where you see the door blasting.
I didn't see those. Not a lot of those pictures.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Go ahead, Epic.
Like, I just have to say, like, at this point, there's no redeeming Pamela. Okay, after Pamela Pamela shooting Judith, no, it's done. There's no redeeming her.
Yeah, not only that, but dozens of innocent people are now dead because of Pamela, and because she thought it was a good idea to order soldiers to bring a herd right at their gates, which is completely idiotic. You know, like seriously, like talk about stupid, like. So yeah, she has to pay for that, but I feel like the show is going to keep her alive because you know how the show is. They don't want to kill off anyone, so yeah, we shall see.
Well, yeah, but still, her shooting Judith, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm guessing.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Chosen.
So I'm guessing with Rosita, so they're gonna get out of like the situation we last saw them in, right? Then Rosita's gonna go to like what you said, like the orphanage, take Coco, and then they escape the Commonwealth again somehow. And then I'm guessing she's like in the streets, and then that's how we see her with the scene like where she's like jumping from the roof, whatever, and obviously Gabriel and Eugene are there. And I think that'd be a cool moment to kill her off, but I don't think they're gonna kill her off there just because she has the baby. Unless if she like manages to like hold onto the pipe with one hand and then give Coco to them, and then she gets like pulled down. But, like, I don't really see that realistically how that could work like in real life because you're like currently being like pulled down by the zombies, and then you also have like you have to hold on with all your strength on the one hand, and then like grab the baby in the other, and then lift it up. You know what I mean? So I'm guessing if Rosita does die, I feel like she'll get out of that situation.
Yeah. The thing is, we know Daryl can do that. You know, Daryl's a god. Now, Rosita, though, I don't know if she's a god in the Walking Dead universe, so we have to see what they do in that scene. But like I said, if that was Daryl, if it was Daryl holding a baby, in that scene, like, oh yeah, he would survive. Like, Daryl's god, so he's a god. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Epic.
No, another moment I liked in episode 23 was when I liked the moment when Judith was sitting with Daryl and Carol, and she mentioned Carl and that he died saving people, and Judith mentions, I wish I would have gotten more time. I don't know. I like that scene, and it was kind of sad.
Yeah,
it was cool.
I agree. I just was like, oh, man, dang it, Judith. Why couldn't you mention Michonne? How are the characters? They haven't seen Michonne in like almost a year, and they're just like, it's like she would come if she could. It's like she's probably like dealing with something. She'll be okay. It's like, no, Judith has not seen. You guys haven't seen Michonne in almost a year. Like, this should be a concern. Like, you guys should have had.
Be like Michonne who?
Oh yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me read the chat. I like how we saw the entrance of the Commonwealth and the gates and stuff. Super late, but looked cool. Yeah, I did like the gates. I think they looked good. I just think that the soldiers that were guarding it, they were morons and they were very underprepared. There was only 3 of them. We don't have to worry about Tyler Davis anymore. Make theories about him anymore, Brian. Yeah, that's true, Henry. They should have had him be taken to the CRM. They should have done that. But AMC instead were like, nope, let's bring him back. And then let's have him die in the train station. Yeah, because why not? That was the big death in episode 23, Tyler Davis. Oh my goodness. Pamela shoots a kid and then screams, you did this. Yeah, she's a politician, Henry. It's how it is. lock up Pamela in the TV series. We shall see. Gosh, I got turned around. The action scenes at the end. Brian, not only I think main deaths Jerry, Rosita, Luke, and Pamela, but I also think we will get smaller characters death like Victor's and Shira. Yeah, we have to see Shira again. She's out there. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they should have wrapped up the Shira thing. That's another thing they didn't wrap up. Because, like,
despawned.
Yeah, she got Thanos snapped. Hey, Walker Dead, did you hear my idea of how the Commonwealth gates, or how, not the gates, how the Commonwealth could have been overrun in the show instead of what they did?
When the Commonwealth could get overwhelmed, but overrun by that big Walker horde. Yeah, I don't know why they could. In my opinion, we could have gotten that, but I'm like, bro. But I don't know. It is what it is.
Well, it's just, to me, I just feel like it's the most simple thing, because they set up the CRM, and they set up that the CRM is connected to the Commonwealth in some way, and they introduced Lance and his goons, so I'm like, okay, maybe there's some spies in the Commonwealth, and, and they could have been the reason the gate was open, because it's part of a test to see if the Commonwealth can survive or not, or if this kills them off, whatever. I just feel like that would have been a lot more realistic than what they actually went for. And it could connect more with the show, because now the characters can be like, wait, there was another group in this community, and they tried to get it overrun. Obviously, what Pamela did was messed up. I don't know, I just feel like that would have been a cool thing. If it's like, hey, one of the CRM spies was like, hey, we know Pamela brings zombies from the outside to quiet riots. And it's like, hey, what if we use that to our advantage, I don't know, I just think that would have been a good, realistic way for the Commonwealth to get overrun, instead of just like incompetent soldiers just being incompetent and stuff. So
yeah.
In my honest opinion, Mercer and Pamela are way better in Walking Dead comics. I don't know. Yeah, Mercer, it's funny because in the comics, Mercer was full on, we need to start a rebellion. Like, that was his thing. But in the show, it wasn't. Mercer was more, no, let's not start a rebellion kind of thing. And then he says, like, okay, we can start one, but then he gets arrested, and it's like, okay. It just feels like, if he was going to get arrested, it should have been earlier, in the season.
Show Mercer had the blueprints for being a good character, or like a better character. But also, one thing I wish they did was give us a better reason or just a reason in general for him switching sides. Because we have like Yumiko talking to him, and then we can kind of maybe think that like the reason why he switched sides, like he betrayed Pamela, is because his sister Max and Eugene and all that stuff. But he never actually like gives a reason on why he switched sides, right? Like, that's supposed to be part of his character development, character arc, but like, he just randomly like, yeah, okay, let's F some stuff up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just random.
Yeah. Hey, Brian.
Yeah. Hold on, Epic. I mean, I did like it, but I think it would have been a cool scene of, didn't Max say that earlier this season, where she's like, you're always trying to protect me like the big brother or whatever? I feel like that would have been cool if there's like a quick scene with Mercer and Max talking, where it's like, Mercer even says like he's kind of scared, he's not sure about this, but he mentions how there's no going back, and Mercer says he'll do whatever it takes to protect her, even if that means joining this resistance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like we could have had a quick scene of that. I don't know. I don't know if that would have fixed it for you, Chosen, but that was just, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, they definitely did have the blueprints for like a really good character. Like, I mean, I'd say he still is pretty decent, but for like a really, really good character.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah. Go ahead, Epic.
What, like, do you see them being able to wrap up all these stories by the end of the show?
I sadly don't. There's just so many. Judith's injury, Oceanside, Hilltop, Rick's survival, Michonne being out there, the spin-offs, the CRM, Virgil, the dog. Like, there's a lot.
Again, this is why I point out the fact that, hey, AMC's Walking Dead TV show is a mess. like you just said, I get if they're unable to wrap up every story in season 11, right? Then this, then this really doesn't feel like a final season. I mean, again, if they're unable to finish every story, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me read the chat. What did you think of the preview pictures? I wish they didn't reveal them, Joshua. They spoiled so much. They spoiled a lot of characters surviving, and I just think that it was. I just don't think it was a good idea. AMC kind of spoiled that. Hey, everyone's gonna survive the final episode, and to me, I'm like, no, AMC, you messed up with that. Now, I'm not saying that the final episode's going to be a joke. Maybe this final episode's going to be amazing, because who knows how they can show it and write the story. But in terms of right before the episode starts, yeah, because I'm not feeling any tension. I should be feeling sick. I should be like, oh my goodness, who's going to die? Anyone could die. Judith, what is happening? No, I don't really feel that, because they're like, hey, let's show pictures showing Judith's okay. Daryl's okay. Maggie and Negan get out of that herd. And not to mention the spin-offs confirmed. Like, I don't feel tension for anyone, really.
Like the end of episode 23, when, like, as Daryl was carrying Judith away, and Judith looked, and like he saw the walkers, they were seemingly, about to devour everybody. Well, I already knew that Negan and Maggie were safe because of Dead City.
Yeah, and Carol, obviously.
Yeah. That was what episode was it when Negan was like put on what's the word on well, anyways, when they're all like about to kill Negan in the Commonwealth soldiers. What was that one? What episode was it?
That was 22, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the reason. That's not the only reason. That's part of the reason why I didn't really like episode 22, because like that whole scene was total BS. It was such a dumb scene. If anything, it would have been better if they had Annie. That like they were like, oh no, will they kill Annie? Will they not? It would have been better for that, or if it was Annie. But that whole scene had no tension, and it's such a terrible scene.
Hey, Brian.
Go ahead, Epic.
Well, I hate to say it, AMC announcing Dead City was kind of a mistake.
Them announcing all the spin-offs was a mistake. They never should have done any of these spin-offs. As far as announcing them. Now, personally, I think they shouldn't have never made them to begin with, in my personal opinion, because I'm thinking of, like, okay, aren't we going to see the characters? And this is one thing I don't get. The Rick and Michonne show is coming out soon. It's only going to be a few seasons, and it's going to be the final story arc of The Walking Dead. It's going to be them versus the CRM, right? So I'm thinking of, okay, so Daryl, Maggie, Negan, they're all going to have to be in that show to reunite with Rick, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, so these spin-offs, they can't last too long. So if that's the case, then it's like, okay, well, why do the spin-offs? If, you know what I mean? Like, why do the spin-offs if Maggie, Negan, Daryl, they're going to have to be in the Rick and Michonne show anyway? At least that's what I'm assuming.
It's just the reason I say Dead City was a mistake is because, it completely killed the tension at the end of 23 when the entire group, Maggie and Negan included, were getting swarmed by walkers.
Well, it killed the tension since 11B. Ever since we found out about the show, Maggie and Negan, I wasn't afraid for them at all in like 11B, 11C. And even Jeffrey Dean Morgan was like, he call out AMC and was like, yeah, that was a bad idea. I wish you didn't do that, AMC. You shouldn't have done that. So like, you know what I mean? It's like, seriously, if the actors are literally calling out their bosses, being like, you guys really messed up there. It's just one of those things where it's like, seriously, AMC just needs to listen to the fans and to their actors more. They gotta just listen more.
Again, not to cut nobody off. Again, if you don't listen to your fans, then the fans are gonna get mad and they're gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna side with you. No, because you're not listening to the fans, you're not treating your actors right. And again, this just adds to the list of mistakes AMC keeps adding on. And I'm like, really? Really?
Okay, hold on, guys. Let me get caught up. Rest in peace. Should have been a Fear the Walking Dead episode title. I disagree with that, Joshua. I think it's a good title for final episode of the Walking Dead main show. Walker Dead says, in my opinion, Daryl should have been Lucille instead of Glenn Abraham in the show. In my opinion, yes, overall. But I still like Norman Reedus as Daryl. I still really like what they did with him. But my goodness, would it kill AMC to give Daryl a haircut? Like, seriously. You know what I mean? Like, let's see, hold on. I left, Shira died off screen. Oh, yeah, just like Scott and Sydney and Virgil and the Savior Guard and Kyle. Kyle, too. He died off screen. I forgot the Commonwealth soldiers gunned him down at the windmill. I forgot about that.
AMC's like, what are you talking about? There's no deaths.
Yeah.
He killed everybody off screen. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, off screen. Those are the best kind of deaths. I hear that's the best way to save on the budget.
Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Again, if it doesn't make sense for the story, don't include it. Even if it did happen off camera, just don't have it in there if you know it's not going to matter. That's all I have to say.
Well, the only death off screen that actually would matter in the story was Tyler Davis. If you establish that, yeah, he was taken to the CRM and he's dead, he's a test subject, you know, that would actually matter to the story. And I would be like, okay, this is how you do deaths off screen. And it works for the story. And if fans don't get mad or whatever, because it would actually work. Because Tyler Davis being taken away like that, it's supposed to be a mystery. With Scott, Sydney, and all these characters, Virgil, their fates are not supposed to be a mystery. You know, I don't think they're supposed to be. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Judith did mention Michonne in the opening of the episode. Yeah, that's true. Sheer died off screen. There's a scene in the promo where tons of people behind the gates at night. What do you think that's about, Brian? Simple, Henry. The poor of the Commonwealth are trying to get into the estates because that's where Pamela has kind of blocked everyone off. You know, that's where the soldiers are. That's where everyone kind of is. She just wants to protect the rich, and I don't know what's going to happen there. My hope is, I am praying that Colonel Vickers just stands up to Pamela. And it's just like, you know what? No, screw this. Screw your rules, Pamela. Okay, I swore an oath. At least there should be an oath as a soldier of protecting the Commonwealth. You know, you are not the Commonwealth, Pamela. They are the Commonwealth. You know, I hope she kind of stands up to Pamela, because I'm kind of on my final straw with that character. With Pamela and her. Man, Judith mentioning Carl makes me sad. Lance left a coin for Pamela to see in episode 20. Do you think that was foreshadowing? He will end up killing Pamela as a walker. It's possible, Henry, but I don't know. Judith as Carl 2.0? Heck no. It's not the same. I will say that. Judith's better than TV Carl, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of disagree with that, Chosen. As much as I love Judith, she really does not compare. She really is not the same as Carl. Mercer knows that Eugene saved Max. He didn't want his sister to be hurt from her boyfriend dying. Plus, he hates Sebastian Lance. He probably never liked Pamela much either, you know. Yeah, that's true. It's just crazy to me that Mercer did not even know about the train. I'm just like seriously, this dude is a general. Does he not know the fact that, hey, Pamela had several soldiers work on a train? Like, I don't know. To me, I'm thinking there's no way Pamela could have worked on that project. Her, Lance, there's no way they could have worked on that project in secret. Like, I can believe, okay, yeah, take a few soldiers, take over a community. I can believe that. Mercer doesn't know about that. But he knew about Alexandra. He knew the characters got abducted. But he doesn't know about a train? I mean, bringing back a train, that would take months, right? Of hard work. Like, how would he not know about that? You know, I don't know. Just... it's a bit of a head scratcher in my honest opinion, but Carl never should have died. Hold on, Epic. I just need to get caught up. Did you find Carl as dead weight? No, I did not, Joshua. Carl was too important to the future of The Walking Dead. Even if he wasn't a great character, he was a legacy character. You just don't do that. They're going to have to cram so much in 1 hour, so the pacing will probably be very fast, you know. True. AMC confirms everyone lives. Why? Because they don't care. No, they they really do that. I don't find him as dead weight. As he dead weight, asked Brian. Because some people in the Walking Dead community were happy that Carl died. They find his fans, please just get annoying, right, kid. I mean, here's the thing. Was Carl annoying at times? Yes. But, yeah, okay, yes. He was very annoying. But here's the thing. A lot of that was because of the writing, because of what they were having him do as a character. And not to mention his Goldilocks hair or whatever he had. Like, seriously, his haircut was so bad. I mean, oh my goodness, just terrible. Why was he trying to be Daryl? Like, no. So that was a big chunk of why people didn't like the character. But they still, in a way, liked some of the things he was doing as a character. You know, taking care of Judith, his relationship with Michonne, his relationship with Rick. You know, like, some people still did like him as a character. I did too. I didn't think they should kill him off. I got annoyed with him, sure. But I never said, oh my goodness, they should just kill him off. Because I was a comic fan, and I was like, you know what? Even if I don't like TV Carl, he could still get better. There's a chance he could still get better, you know? Because he has so much potential. But, you know, the show just killed it. Let's see.
Well, to be fair, it was Gimple that killed him. To be fair, it was Gimple that made the decision to kill him off. So in a way, it's still on Gimple.
Yeah. Henry says it's kind of ironic how Dave's got crazy with the party and train station and got killed in the same place. Yeah. You know it, Henry. They had to bring back the train station because that's the main location in the Commonwealth. You know what else shouldn't have happened? Walker Dead, the death of Lance Hornsby. Yeah, they shouldn't have killed off Lance like that. Plus, not everyone was happy Carl died. And the Angel Kings. Is Mercer going to do anything cool in episode 24, or is he going to get broken out of prison? That's it. I think Henry, he's going to get broken out of prison, and he's going to kill a bunch of zombies in his prison uniform, kind of thing. I see that happening. I agree, Lance shouldn't have died, but he killed off Angel King. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on predictions on what's going to happen in the final episode. I think Daryl's going to bring Judith to the hospital. A Commonwealth soldier's going to knock him out, and then next scene, he's going to wake up, and then it's going to be Tommy. He's treating Judith. The characters are going to get split up. Carol, Magna, and her group, they're going to get to the hospital, but the zombies are going to overrun it, so they're going to kill a bunch of zombies to protect Judith. Daryl's somehow going to get his crossbow back. Then Coco, Rosita's going to get Coco and somehow maybe get separated or something. And then Gabriel and Eugene, they're going to come across the estates or whatever. Mercer's going to get broken out of prison. All the characters are going to meet at the estates. I don't know what's going to happen with Vickers and the people outside the gates. I don't know what's going to happen there, but they're going to converge on Pamela, and we know that Aaron comes back. You know, they're going to hold the line. The estates are going to get invaded or something. We're going to get this no way out situation where they kill a bunch of zombies and all that. And then, you know, Pamela's going to be arrested, and Maggie and Negan are going to have a talk the next day about, you know, the spinoff or whatever. And then Daryl's going to drive in his motorcycle, and then the show is just going to end. I 100% see that being the entire episode. And then we're going to get the post-credit scene with Rick. That is how episode 24 will go in my opinion.
Hey, Brian.
So real quick, not to cut anybody off, but real quick, Brian. So, not to go off topic, but you know the show Sons of Anarchy? How in that final episode of that show, the main character just gets on his motorcycle and just drives away. I see, I don't know why, I just see AMC ripping off Sons of Anarchy by ripping off that final moment where you have the main character just driving away on the motorcycle and never coming back.
Yeah.
That'll be bad.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey,
it's like, one quick sentence, Epic. If Daryl drives on his motorcycle and if he runs over Scott and Kyle and all these characters just like that are useless, I will give the episode a 10 out of 10. He just like completely runs them over and the show ends. I will give the episode a 10 out of 10. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Epic.
I just wanted to say, like, you know, like after episode 24, after the series finale, when you planning to do when you planning to do that specialist stream where you look back at the entire show?
I'm not sure, Epic. Because it won't be. I need at least a week or two to kind of like give my thoughts on everything as a whole. You know what I mean? Like a week or two. I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna give Walking Dead overall stream like probably a week or two after the finale. Like that's probably gonna happen. Do you think Jerry will survive? Yes. Do you think Victor's will turn on Pamela or she stay loyal and die? That's a great question, Henry. I'm 50-50. Right now, I'm saying that. Right now, I'm hoping Colonel Vickers betrays Pamela or stands up to her, so that's what I'm going with. Henry says, do you think the variant Walker with a knife will kill anyone? I'm thinking Aaron, Jerry, or Luke. I don't think so, Henry. I think that Walker killed the Commonwealth soldiers on the Jeep. So, yeah. Vickers get eaten by Walker Lance. Well, we do know Lance is into middle-aged women, so who knows? Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think Vickers is his type. He kind of wants Pamela, I guess. But yes. All right, moving on. I am excited for the season finale. Yeah, when this show ends, I will definitely be like, wow, the show is over. I'm just hoping the show doesn't end, and I'm like, wait, what? They didn't explain anything. They didn't explain Rick is still alive. They didn't explain that. The spin-offs, like nothing like that. Like, I just hope they don't leave so many things open. I really hope.
Yeah, me too. And again, not to cut nobody off. So, I mean, yes, the Walking Dead TV show / main show is ending, but then again, I'm like, well, not really, because guess what? There's Dead City, there's Daryl Dixon just being in France, and then you have Michonne and Rick having this love story with the CRM, and I'm like, what? No.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm giving the Michonne show a chance. I'm going to give that show a chance. Dead City and Daryl show, no, I'm not. I'm not watching those. I just thought about it some more, and I'm like, no, I'm really not. I don't really think I'm going to give those spinoffs a chance, because they still just don't sound that great to me, in my honest opinion. And in a way, why should I watch them? Because, like I said, if the characters are having their own spinoff in a way that doesn't make sense, then I just don't think it's going to be good. You know what I mean? Like why are you separating the characters? I don't know. It's just going to be kind of weird, in my personal opinion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Maggie and Negan are not in New York, and it's the final episode. So, like, the episode 24 is going to end, and Maggie and Negan are still in Commonwealth or Alexandria, and then their show begins, and boom, they're in New York. It's like, what? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why I don't think spinoffs work, because you can't just set up, yeah, we're going to leave. It's like, what? Why? Why are you going to leave? I don't know. It's
here's the explanation. Yeah, we're gonna leave randomly. We're not gonna tell you when we're gonna come back. Hilltop. Maggie's like, yeah, Hilltop. Goodbye. Fuck you. and then Noah Negan is gonna get into a fight with Maggie, and then Maggie's gonna be like, oh my gosh, my son is here. Oh, my son's in New York. My son's in New York. And I'm like, bro.
Her son's in New York. No, he's still in Alexandria.
Oh my gosh.
Are you gonna watch the trailers for the new shows though when they come out?
The Michonne show, yes. And if you guys do want to tell me like some facts about it, like, like, oh yeah, like Maggie's leaving because of this, or this is why they're leaving, and like I am perfectly fine with that. I am.
So not to nobody off. So newsflash: Maggie is going to be leaving Hilltop again. FYI, like she ever cared about the Hilltop.
I mean, think about it. Maggie's left the Hilltop like 3 times now. Actually, she did. She left the Hilltop in 11B too, I think.
Then this is what I'm talking about. Why have Maggie Why have Maggie the leader of Hilltop in the show if she's going to be abandoning it? I'm just pointing out this obvious fact. Why have Maggie the leader of Hilltop in the show if she's going to be abandoning it like 24/7? Like you said, Bri, she abandoned it twice. I will admit this. At least when Tara was the leader of Hilltop, at least with her, she actually fitted that role in the show. But with Maggie, I don't know, for some reason with Maggie, she keeps abandoning Hilltop, and I'm like, bro, stop saying you care about Hilltop. Stop it, because you abandoned Hilltop 3 times already. Wait, what are you doing? And now you're going to abandon Hilltop again just to go with Negan? That makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Joshua. Good visuals are not all I want in the story. It's also good story, good characters. I don't want to see Maggie and Negan trying to kill each other for 6 episodes, in New York when they should not even be in New York. And I don't know. There has to be a kick to the Maggie Negan show. You can't just say, "Oh, good visuals." Like, no. There has to be a connection. How does it connect to Rick, the CRM? I gotta have some kind of connection. If it does, though, if it's like, no, it does connect to Rick and the CRM, then yeah, I think I will give some episodes a shot. I'm just saying that I don't want to watch a filler show. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch a show that's completely filler, even if it has big characters. And also, if Negan is gonna be like his season 7, 8 self, like I said, one, okay, I have a question. How is Negan gonna be his? Are they gonna kill off Annie off screen or something? Like, as soon as the Maggie and Negan show starts, is it gonna be like, oh, Annie died in childbirth, the child's dead, Negan goes to Negan then follows Maggie to New York? It's like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Is that what they're gonna do? Do you guys think?
Well, to be fair, and again, that's going to be off. To be fair, knowing AMC, sometime, and yes, this is accurate because it's no secret. We know AMC has a history of doing this once every season. AMC has a history of killing off characters off camera, and I'm like, why? When you could have easily showed their death on camera. Even if it was just for like a few seconds, you could have easily done it. But with AMC, they're like, no, because like you said, Brian, they want to save on the budget, and I'm like, bro. But still, but as we know, it's no surprise that they have a history of doing that. And I'm like, bro, I'm just letting you guys know right now. If they kill off Annie off camera, I'm gonna be like, wow, AMC, you really love to kill off your characters off camera. And I'm like, bro.
Hey, Brian.
Hold on, Epic. Yeah, that would be funny, Chosen. Dan says, hey, Dan, thank you for coming. I will watch all 3 shows, and if they are bad after season 1, though, I won't watch. Yeah, that is fair, Dan. To me, I need some kind of kick to watch the shows, because a show with just Daryl in France, not enough. And a show with just Maggie and Negan in New York, nah, not enough either. It's got to have some kick to it, you know? Like, let's remember, we watched World Beyond because of the CRM. You know what I mean? It had a kick to it, you know? I'm not sure about the Daryl show, and Maggie Negan show might be good. Negan is a great character. He steals every scene he's in, you know? Yeah, that's true, but the thing is, if he's season 7, 8 Negan again, then him and Maggie are going to argue a lot. Go ahead, Epic.
No, I just want to say, me personally, I am probably going to check out both the Daryl show and the Negan Maggie show.
Yeah, well, that's cool, man. Yeah, if you want to, you know, definitely go ahead. It's just, me, like I said, I just can't. It doesn't sound the most interesting to me because, like I said, here's the thing. Why is Maggie gonna go to New York? There is no way Herschel's in New York. He's in Alexandria right now. They have 1 episode left. So why is Maggie gonna abandon her 8-year-old son and go to New York, even though Maggie promised to stop leaving Herschel behind? I mean, like, didn't she say that? Didn't she say she was gonna stop leaving so much? And what, she's gonna go to New York for months? Like, to go with a man who murdered his father? Why? I really, really need a good explanation here, because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything. At least with World Beyond, they're like, hey, the characters are going to go on a mission to find their father in this post-apocalyptic thing. At least that made sense, you know, even though it kind of didn't in a way. But like, going on a mission to New York, how is that going to work? I don't understand. Like, okay, guys, what do you think the mission could be for Daryl to go in France and for Maggie Negan? Like, do you guys have any idea? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Well, for Maggie and Negan, this is my theory. I mean, it's a minor theory. It's not accurate by any means, but for Maggie and Negan, they're probably going to New York just to go there. Because again, if they're going there just for plot, then that makes no sense whatsoever. And for Daryl, I'm like, so you're telling me Daryl's gonna find? So you're telling me Daryl's gonna find proof that Rick's alive? But then again, he's gonna go all the way to France to get this proof. Like what? That makes no sense. And then one thing I want to point out, and this is a minor thing. I in my opinion, this is what should happen in the show, but it is what it is. It's whatever now. But in my honest opinion, Maggie should have given birth to Herschel in season 5, and then once the Negan lineup comes around, then that's where Negan kills Maggie instead of Glenn and Abraham in the show, but unfortunately, that's not what we got. But it's whatever.
In season 5, bro, there's 9 months for a baby to be born, right?
I mean, true, but I'm just saying. Well, to be fair, if they did do like a 5-month time skip, maybe it would show Maggie with a big belly bump because realistically speaking, if there is a 5-month time jump, of course. Maggie would have a belly bump like that, but I'm done.
Yeah, I mean,
like one of the things that I don't like about Dead City, one of the things I don't like is the fact that technically, that they're pretty much just ripping off Clementine Lives.
Yeah, it does seem like these spin-offs are very much Clementine Lives. And, Chosen, about what Walker Dead said. It does, you would have to change some things around, but to be fair, let's look at what the show did. They did a 6-month time skip for the Commonwealth arc, even though, looking back on it, it's like, wow, yeah, that time skip really doesn't add up. It really does not fit the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to do a time skip in the Commonwealth arc.
Yeah.
Like, in the middle of it. It's like, yeah.
But I'm sure Walker Dead would agree that they are essentially ripping off Clementine Lives by having Maggie just abandon her son, go with Negan to New York, whereas Clementine did the same exact thing in Clementine Lives and abandoned AJ.
Well, listen, all of you know damn well how I feel about that book.
Easy, man.
And the fact that they're copying from that, but only this time it's with a character like Maggie in the show. I'm like, that's stupid. That's
sure they're gonna give them a reason for leaving in the final episode. If they don't, then that's dumb. I'm sure they will.
I understand that, but what do you think the reason could be? I'm like, okay, if they're gonna give a reason as to why they go to New York, what could be the reason? Like Bryce said, if Herschel Jr.'s at Alexandria, then what's the reason for Maggie to go with Negan to New York? Like, what's the reason? If it's not going to make sense, what's the point?
Well, to be fair, you don't know, it won't make sense. I don't know the reason, but I'm not Angela Kang or any of the people in the writers room. It could not make sense, but you don't know yet. So there's no point in getting
either
all
way.
upset
Either way, if it makes sense or not, I'm still going to be like, well, to be fair, regardless if it makes sense or not, to be fair, I'm still going to be like, well, Herschel Jr.'s at Alexandria, so what's the point of Maggie even going with Negan to New York? Last time I checked, newsflash, those two can't even get along. So why, and Brian has a point, why wouldn't Maggie just go to New York with Negan? It makes no sense. If Maggie truly hates his guts, why would Maggie even bother going over there with him? I don't understand that.
Well, Maggie is warming up to him right now, but yeah, I can agree with that.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Well, do you agree that they are essentially ripping off Clementine Lives by having Maggie abandon her son and go to New York?
Yes. And they should not be following that comic because that was terrible. Hey guys, I'm gonna send you something. Tell me what you think. Okay.
By the way, how do you find the pictures for the new season 11 pictures that everyone's been looking at? For 24.
God.
Guys, that is going to be the antagonist in season 1. The dog is not going to hit either of them. Maggie and Negan are just going to keep killing each other.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I had to. It's too good.
No.
It's too
whatever.
good.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, again, I pointed out before, again, Maggie literally, she has no reason to go with Negan to New York. There's no reason. I don't know, man. Bro.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I gotta catch up. Don't get me wrong. I'll check out Dead City. Oh yeah. Dead City might have CRM stuff. Yeah, good point, Josh. If it does, I will check out some episodes. Because yeah, I mean, I want CRM connection, Rick connection, World Beyond connection, something cause seeing New York, I don't know. I just feel yeah, that's good. But I feel like still, if the reason these characters are in New York is not a good reason, I feel like it's going to take me out of the experience, sort of. So I just want the mission to make sense. Henry says, I feel like you watch them. It gives you lots of material to live stream about, Brian. Oh, if you watch them. That's true, Henry. But the thing is, I don't want to watch and do live streams on things I don't like. If I don't like the premise of Dead City, the Daryl show, if I don't like the shows, I'm not going to watch them. Remember how Maggie makes everyone disappear? They must be in New York, Elba. Oh my goodness, yeah, that community is gonna get wiped out. Hey DeRosa, what's up, Brian? Good to see you. Oh, it looks like Chosen left. Yeah, that's gonna be the antagonist in season 1. Per Lee Armstrong. If you guys didn't know, yeah, he's gonna be the main antagonist in season 1. So it's just funny.
I didn't see no more.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, he's the dog. That guy's the dog, and Negan is Tom. Maggie is Jerry. In that situation, it's just yeah, I feel like that's gonna be Dead City. It's funny.
I'm confused. What just happened now? Well, yeah, why did Epic and Chosen leave?
I don't know. Maybe they'll come back. We will probably get an explanation to why Maggie and Negan are together in New York when the trailer comes out. Yeah, see, Henry, I don't like that. I don't think it's a good idea to be like, hey, we're going to end the show, find out why they go to New York in the show. To me, I don't think that makes sense. That's poor writing. Dead City's going to take place right after The Walking Dead ends. Right after, to us and to them. And Maggie's just going to be in New York all of a sudden? I don't know. It's just going to feel really fast, like out of nowhere. Daryl and Friends has something to do with CRM. I don't know, Henry. It might, but the thing is, it says that Daryl's going to be wondering how he got there. So I don't know if that's going to connect to CRM. He clearly taken there against his will, Yeah, that's true, Henry, but why would the CRM take Daryl to France? That's also a plot hole. Because the CRM, they kill anyone they find, unless they're useful. So that part doesn't make sense. Dead City is nothing like Clementine Lives. Well, not yet, Josh. We don't know yet. What I'm saying is, right now, here's the thing, Josh. When we heard about Clementine Lives, I said, oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And I was right. Because I knew it. I'm like, there's no way Skybound can write a realistic way for Clementine to leave AJ and the school, all those characters behind. And I was right. I was right on the money. They did not have a good reason for it. They completely botched the character. They completely ruined Clementine just for the story. And that's not how you write a story. So with Dead City, I feel like that might be the same thing. If you can't just show Maggie saying goodbye to Herschel and not giving a good reason why she goes to New York. If that happens, then it's going to be terrible. Another reason why I'm going to watch the Daryl show is I'm a big Daryl fan. I am too, Epic, but here's the thing. Daryl is so overrated. I get sick and tired of AMC always making him a god with long hair. It just gets so tiring. I'm so tired of the crossbow, the bike, the long hair, the mumbling. Like, Daryl Dixon works with characters, with Judith, with Connie, and if he's just by himself, that's not going to be a good show. I'm not going to like it. Brian, why are you obsessed with CRM? You talk about it a lot. Well, because Josh, here's the thing. The CRM it's already set in motion. The CRM is the end game of The Walking Dead. They are the most interesting and mysterious group in the post-apocalypse because they are the largest group. We have been building up the CRM since season 7, and we have been building up CRM since season 7, and they still have not fully delivered. We got World Beyond, and that was good, but I wanted more CRM. I wanted to know more. How is their community run? I want to see more of it. I want to know why Rick has been gone so long. All this stuff. But AMC is just taking so long on showing the CRM, and I just want some connection. Because here's the thing, I talk about CRM a lot because AMC, they owe us more CRM. They owe us that because we are the fans. They have been teasing it for so long. Learn how to write your spin-offs. Learn to write your spin-offs better AMC. Yeah, that's true, Josh. Here's the thing, I'm not saying they're trash. I'm just saying, in my opinion, they don't sound good to me. Just like Clementine Lives didn't sound good, so I think they will do poorly. It's just my opinion. Henry says Negan's slick back hair looks cooler than Daryl's hair. LOL. Yeah, Henry, anything looks cooler than Daryl's hair. Daryl's hair is terrible. It's 0 out of 10 hairstyle. What do you mean since season 7 there was nothing with CRM in season 7? No, Josh, there was. Jadis, the helicopter pad, it was in the junkyard in season 7. Heath was taken by Jadis in season 7. So, that already connected to CRM. Gimple already had that plan with season 7. Daryl's really been cosplaying as a homeless man for 10 years, and it's the apocalypse, so most people are homeless. Yeah, that's true, Chosen, but the thing is, the characters do have a home. Alexandria, Commonwealth. So, the fact that he still puts on that homeless look, it just kind of shows like, wow, Daryl, it's so funny. Daryl does not make himself look nice in appearance, and he still has all the girls in the series thirsty for him. It's insane. It's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm all caught up with the chat, Walker Dead. So, yeah, man. So if you have any comments or questions, just let me know, cause yeah, man, this is it, man. We got less than 6 days. Well, no, 6 days. I don't know when it's coming out on Sunday, but yeah, we got 6 days until the final episode, man. This is it. The end is here.
I wanted to ask you this. I mean, if the Walking Dead TV show / main show does get a bad ending, how would you feel about it?
I will be very mad. I will be very mad if The Walking Dead gets a bad ending, because I would be like, are you serious? I spent 12 years watching this show. 12 years. The very start, actually. I was in the show since season 1. And I would be like, that's how you end the show? Here's the thing. I don't need Rick to reunite with Judith and RJ. I don't need that. But what I do need is deaths that make sense, and the story actually... Here's the thing. Scott Gimple said, oh, we're not setting up the spinoffs. Well, so what? The spinoffs are just going to start already? And Maggie Negan and Daryl, like, Daryl's going to be in France in the first episode? Like, you got to hint to the spinoffs. Because if Maggie Negan, if they don't even say New York or anything like that, and then all of a sudden their show, first episode, they're in New York, I'm going to be like, wait, what just happened? The characters, literally, a few weeks later, they're already in New York. What just happened? Like, you know what I mean? It's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, again, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, yes, I have mentioned this a few times before. I'm like, okay, if I don't know if anyone in the chat would agree, but I'm like, okay, if Negan and Maggie are going to go to New York, if Daryl is going to go to France, it has to make sense. Again, if it's not going to make sense for the story, or if it's not going to matter, then what's the point? Like, for example, it's like me or someone else going on social media and being like, oh, we're doing a new season of Game of Thrones after season 8, and then that's where and then some people are like, what are you talking about? The show already ended. It's like, I don't know. I know it's a bad example, but it's something like that. But
yeah. Hold on. Let me read the chat. Do you think Daryl will get a haircut in a spinoff? I don't think so, Henry. AMC just they love that they love Daryl's hair. It's like Samson from the Bible. It's like the source of Daryl's power, so he can't get a haircut. AMC's not going to do it. Daryl trying to attract more dogs over with that hair. Yeah, he's got all the females after him for sure. I don't know how, but whatever. Josh says the CRM is the best villain group in the Walking Dead universe. That's a good point, Josh. But the thing is, I disagree with that because I feel like we haven't gotten enough with them. The CRM has the most potential out of any group we've seen. They are hardcore. They are the most powerful group. But as far as the best group, I don't think so because we still haven't met the main guy, General Beale. We still need more CRM. We need Rick. Yeah, I hope so. When Norman Reedus finally gets a haircut, imagine how good it will feel for him after growing it out for literally 12 years. Yeah, he'll lose like 10 pounds or something, or you know. Daryl would be Chewbacca if he was in Star Wars. Yeah, that's kind of true. I agree. Walk Dead has to make sense. Who is Paraleer Armstrong? He's gonna be the antagonist in Dead City. More or less. Yeah, interesting name.
I'm just gonna call him I'm just gonna call him Armstrong because I can't pronounce his first name. I'm just gonna call him Armstrong. I'm just gonna call him by his last name.
Who should General Beale look like? Great question, Henry. We already talked about this. Walker Dead and I said Dominic Purcell, I think. I'll write that in. He was in Prison Break, I think. Right, Walker Dead?
Oh, the actor that's gonna be playing Armstrong in Dead City? Didn't they say he was a good actor?
No. General Beale. Who should be General Beale? Dominic Purcell.
I don't know. In my opinion, if they're gonna pick an actor to play General Beale in the Rick Michonne spinoff, I feel like they should get Dominic. The guy that was in Prison Break and Legends, those two shows, I feel like they should get him. I do agree with your point, Bri. I feel like he would be the perfect actor to be the character. They can have him appear in the Rick spinoff for like a few episodes. They can actually do that. They can have him as General Beale.
Yeah, they should. General Beale, he needs to be this beast, dude. He's gotta be. I don't want to see a guy, this villain. I don't want him to be like Negan or something, like loses a fight or Pope. No. General Beale should be a guy who can thrash Negan, Daryl, or Rick in a fight. And I mean just destroy them. And it's like, oh, crud. No, we're not winning a fist fight with General Beale. You know? Like, he's gotta be intimidating. No Super Mario. Get a monster, like, as General Beale, please. Like,
don't have Pope looking like a Walking Dead Mario. No. Yeah, I agree with you. I will agree with you there, Bri. I feel like they have to get a buff, strong, guy to play the role of General Beale because I don't know. I feel like some fans should look at the character and be like, yeah, that's somebody you don't want to mess with right there. But however, AMC could have it happen. It's just I don't know. I mean, I just hope they get Dominic to be General Beale. If not, that would be stupid. That would be such a missed opportunity, bro.
I agree. It's funny. The Walking Dead has rarely ever did bad casting, but Pope, yeah, that was bad casting. You know what I mean? That's crazy. The Walking Dead has rarely ever done bad casting.
Speaking of that, let's cut you off. I wanted to ask you this. I don't know if anyone in the chat would agree. I don't know if you would agree, right? But do you think Robert Patrick would have been perfect as Pope? Do you think he would have been perfect as the character?
Robert Patrick.
Remember when Robert Patrick was in that episode with Father G and Aaron in season 10?
Yeah.
Season 10C.
The thing is,
do you think that character should have been Pope?
Yeah. But here's the thing: they already used him, so they couldn't use him again. Obviously, they used him twice in 10C, so they couldn't use him in season 11. But I get what you're saying. General Beale should be like Shane or like Shane of Shane was a military general, something like that. General Beale needs to be a beast. Like I said, I mean literally. You just have a scene where Walking Dead character tries to beat him in a fist fight, and no, they lose. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, please, AMC, don't have our heroes being able to beat CRM so easily. No, this has to be the hardest battle ever. Because the guy who's the leader literally is an amazing fighter. Like, have you guys seen that in cartoons? Like, how many times in cartoons do they do it where the characters, the good guys, they beat the henchmen, but then the top guy in charge, he's just pathetic. He's a wuss. He's not tough. If cartoons can do that, then The Walking Dead should do that too. Where the top guy, the leader of the grunts of the huge army, is the strongest guy ever. He's like a Thanos. He's like a Darkseid.
Yes.
He's so tough. He's tougher than all of them. Like, they gotta do that. If cartoons can do it, then yeah. Yeah, AMC should do it. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I mean, again, it's possible they could. I don't know. I don't know. It's possible, but then again, I have my doubts, and here's why. Because as we know, AMC is unfortunately cheap, and I mean, I don't know, man. I just hope they get Dominic to be General Bill. If they don't get him to be that character, I do believe that would be a missed opportunity. I'm like, come on, you look at the actor of Dominic from Prison Break, right? And you're like, yeah, he can actually play a crazy general.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, man, I'm writing. I've been working a little bit on a new on like my ideas for episode 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the Rochelle show. My pitch ideas. So I will get writing on those and try to send them out. Because yeah, I already have an idea of like how the first season of the Rochelle show should end, and it'll set up a season 2. Because I feel like you gotta do maybe just one season more of 6 episodes or something, just to finish the story. Because I feel like 6 episodes is a little too short for what The Walking Dead needs to be, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, if General Beale's like Milton from season 3, I hope not, Henry. I would be so mad.
Gosh, no.
General Beale should look like Kingpin from Spider-Man. LOL. Which Kingpin? Which Kingpin, Chosen? Are you talking about which one? Are you talking about the Kingpin that can't fit through a door? General Beale has already been casted in it's going to be Tom Holland. No, it's not.
Are you serious? So hold on.
Kidding.
So you're telling us right now that they already casted the character? Get out of here.
No, they haven't.
No.
They haven't. Tom Holland. Dude, Tom Holland. General Beale is literally the father of Mason from World Beyond. How could his father look younger than him? That's just gonna be all kinds of weird. Brian, you should make a video. Well, after you're done writing your pitches on the Rick and Michonne show. I don't know, Chosen. I'm kind of pushed back with videos. I kind of have a lot to go through. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot to do. But like by the way, guys, the first half of Extinction, season 4, I'm getting all the episodes out this year, and it's taking a lot of my time. So, plus I did that Zootopia Plus review, and that kind of pushed me back a little. So I don't know if I can do a video this year, but I will try. I will definitely try to do a pitch idea of like, hey, this is what the Rochelle show should be. You have this character, and my my idea, for this first season. I could work on that. Thank you for that idea, Chosen. But it's not going to be coming out anytime soon. General Beale should kind of be like an evil Mercer. Yes. And smarter, though. Smarter, too. Because, don't get me wrong, I like TV Mercer, but I don't know. He seems like, to me, he seemed like that student that, he seemed like a C- student when he was a kid, to me. That's all I'm going to say. Joshua says, Extinction is going to be better than The Walking Dead series finale. Oh, well, thank you, Josh. I really appreciate that. I don't know if it is, though. I mean, I'm trying, man. Writing a series is hard. Like, could I do a better job adapting The Walking Dead from a comic to show than writing my own series? Probably, but who knows? Like to me, I feel like writing your own series is a lot harder than adapting one. But yeah, but I really appreciate that, man, because yeah, like Extinction, it's my passion project. It means so much to me, and I thank you guys for so much support. And yeah, if you guys can keep showing your support on it, that would mean the world to me. Kingpin can't fit through a door. Imagine. No, he can't. Chosen. in the Spider-Verse movie, that Kingpin cannot fit through doors. There's no way. The Spider-Verse movie, yeah, that Wilson Fisk cannot fit through a door. I mean, my goodness.
No, I know what you're talking about, Brian. It's just, I don't know, it's funny to me how he's trying to get through that door, but he's unable to because he's too buff, but
buff.
But please. You know what I mean.
Oh, please, dude. He's round. That is not the body of a buff person, man. That is not how someone buff looks. That's something else, man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, man. Do you have any last comments? Oh yeah. Okay, so guys, I'm thinking about. You know what? I'm gonna give the stream another 15 minutes. I'm gonna extend it by 15 minutes. Normally we end it an hour and a half, but I'm gonna go 15 minutes extra. So yeah, guys, if you have any last minute questions and things, because yeah, we're at the 15-minute mark. As long as
real quick, I want to ask you this, Brian. So, do you feel so in regards to characters going missing, like for example, Scott, Virgil, etc.? Do you think it's ridiculous?
Oh yeah,
in your opinion,
absolutely. They should have killed off those characters in earlier seasons. Because like I said, if you can't bring the actor back because of money issues, just be like, okay, guys, we need to kill off these characters now because we're not going to be able to bring them back. Just do it. I mean, like seriously, like, dude, the fact that the Savior guard that watched Negan, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? That black guy who watched Negan.
Yeah, his name starts with a Q. I'm always forgetting his name. The guy that's always in the background.
I don't know what his name was, but yeah, him, Kyle, Virgil, Scott, maybe Barbara, like all these characters got killed off screens. Maybe Sydney, they got killed at Alexandra off screen. It's just like, wow, AMC. It's like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know.
To be honest with you, Bri, and then not to cut you off, I was a fan of Cindy's character back in season 7, but then I noticed that Gimple was doing nothing with the character, right? So in my mind, I'm like, Gimple, if you introduce this character, please do something with this character. And guess what? During season 8, nothing with the character. Season 9A, nothing with the character. Season 10A, nothing with the character. I'm like, damn. I'm like, come on, do something with these characters. Why introduce them in the show if you're not doing nothing with them? That's what I don't understand. I'm like, really? Like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. With Luke. Why have Luke survive his comic book death in the show, right? If you're not going to do nothing with the character. And why have him go missing just to bring him back in season 11, episode 23? When meanwhile, characters like Luke and Father G, for example, they should be dead.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, Josh, if Extinction gets enough attention, I will do a season 6. Season 5 is Season 5 is the last planned season for my series, but it leaves the door open for a season 6 possibly. And like I said, as long as I get enough support, there will be a season 6. DeRosa says, please tell him to use correct terminology. It's not Scott Gimple, it's Scott Pimple. Oh yeah, that's funny, DeRosa. Yeah, dude, you know what's funny? Like, Scott is a character. Like, okay, I remember watching this guy's reaction. When Tobin died, okay, he pulled out a champagne bottle and started drinking it. He pulled out party favors. He's like, yes, Tobin is dead. Yes. With Scott? Oh my goodness, dude. I will literally, like, take some alcohol or something from my, parents' shelf, and I will literally do face cam and be like, guys, a toast. And I will drink on screen, okay, for you guys. No joke. Because Scott is a character I cannot stand. Okay? He is alive for no reason. Yes, that's right, guys. I am going to drink on screen during a stream if Scott is killed off. But is AMC going to do that? Probably not. It's a shame. Yeah, it's just
true. I mean, it's doubtful, but who knows? I mean, like I always say, never say never. Anything is possible at this point. I'm being sarcastically speaking, but yeah.
Yeah. Any more predictions on episode 24? Great question, Chosen. I think, like I said, I think pretty much everyone's going to live. Pamela's going to be arrested. Ezekiel's going to become the next governor. Daryl's going to leave on his bike. Carol is going to say goodbye to him because, of, the spinoff because she's not in it. We're going to get a post-credit scene of Rick showing up, maybe like looking at the Commonwealth or something. That's it. I really feel like this is going to be a decent action finale, but it's not going to feel very conclusive with the characters. Any thoughts on the new picks? I kind of already given my thoughts on them. I felt like they spoiled who survives. It's ridiculous. Brian, I will drink to you. Thanks, DeRosa. Don't drink if you're underage, though, because I'm not. Scott, the most useless character ever. Brian gets wasted after a sip. Oh, yeah, I will, Chosen. Chosen, no joke. I will get wasted after a sip. But you guys will see me wasted on camera if Scott is finally dies, because I will not care. I will be like, life is good. Life is good. I don't care. Goes Grand Theft Auto on the AMC. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like guys, I'm not afraid to admit it, because like I am over 21, and like I said, Scott is a character. I'm just like, why the fact that he outlived Glenn and technically outlived Rick because the characters think he's dead. I mean, it's just insane to me. Why is Scott alive? He literally served no purpose to the story. He literally says, "Come on, Judith," one line out of like 4 seasons. Okay, like that's the most notable line in the whole series. "Come on, Judith." Like what is this?
Come on, Judith, we gotta go! Me, I'm like, are you serious right now? I'm like, meanwhile, this character should have been dead seasons ago. I'm talking about he should have died during season 6, episode 9, No Way Out, during All Out War in the show. This character should be dead by this point. Same with Ezekiel, same with Father G. Dead when the Commonwealth story begins in the show. But again, is this character dead? Not really.
Yeah, if you don't have a plan for that character's story arc in the future, if you don't have a plan for that character, scenes, whatever, writing-wise, an arc, nothing, kill him off, Brian, you can't drink, your parents and brother would be worried about you. Josh, they will understand. I will make them understand. I'll be like, guys, I'm celebrating. You guys, I see you guys, drinking at dinner and stuff. You guys can celebrate sometimes. I want to celebrate. I'm drinking. Okay? I'll be like, something major happened. A great fortune finally happened in my life. A worthless character in a show is finally dead. Okay? That I haven't liked for like half the series run. So yeah. That's cool. You're 21. I'm 17. Can't drink. 40-hour live stream after you pass out from that sip. LOL. Possibly. Brian, I will personally fly out to where you're at, and then we'll go to the club and celebrate Scott's demise. We'll have birthday cake. Yes, birthday cake. Definitely. Never overdose on drinking, guys. Yeah, that's true. It's just totally for fun. We're joking around. But I will say, like I said, I'm not lying. If they do kill off Scott, I'm showing you guys my face, and I am doing it. I am going to take a sip on screen because, okay, that is a revolutionary. I will do a revolutionary thing on my channel because something revolutionary happened in The Walking Dead. Yes, they killed off Scott. That is revolutionary to The Walking Dead. One of the biggest things that ever happened in this series. Scott's death. Yep, that's just how it is. Scott's line sounding like Barney, "Come on, Judith," in a goofy voice. Ooh, yeah. Scott will be the last man standing, Brian. I definitely think it's possible, Henry, because Scott is unkillable. I have given up on, betting. I have betted that Scott was going to die seasons ago, and they never did it. So I'm like, dude, this guy's unkillable, man. He is unkillable.
Not to go on topic, Brian. So, in my Walking Dead What If short I did a few months back, when I had my character Lucille kill Scott during the lineup, what was your reaction?
Oh, my reaction?
Yeah.
That was it. Thank you, Lucille. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Even though it's fake. I'm sorry, where is he at, though? He hasn't even showed up this season. Scott is a god. No, Scott is not a god. He's
not
pest.
a god.
He's a pest that won't die. He's a cockroach that's hiding under a rock. That is who Scott is.
DeRosa, listen. Scott, in my opinion, should have been dead many seasons back. In my opinion, the perfect time to kill him would have been during No Way Out in the show or during All War. But did Gimple do it? No, because again, with Gimple, I don't know. I feel like, I'm like, okay, if Gimple was able to kill off Tobin and Eric during All War in the show, right? Then he should have had no issue doing the same thing with Scott.
You know why they haven't done it, right? Because he has the same voice. Not voice, sorry, name as Scott Gimple, you know? Yeah, Scott and Daryl.
I just thought about that now. Oh my gosh.
Oh, show some respect. He's a veteran. Oh, yeah, Scott's a veteran.
How is he a veteran, though? How is he a veteran if he's, like, walking around Alexandria doing nothing, and yet his first line to Judith, in God knows how long, is like, come on, Judith. Come on. Come on, Judith. Oh, my. I'm like, give me a break.
Scott's a veteran, but I've never seen him kill anyone. I've never seen him actually collect a body on the show. I've never seen him done that.
Collect a body.
Let's see. Just kidding. Yo, Brian, if Scott dies, I want to see you get plastered. Mega Matt, I did say it. I said I will do a face cam live stream, and I will take a drink on screen for you guys. I will do that. If Scott dies in the final episode, I will drink. Okay? I'm not kidding. Okay? Because that is a revolutionary thing that happened on The Walking Dead. Okay? A good deed must, be rewarded somehow. So that's what I'm doing. Scott has been in 6 seasons and has had 3 minutes of screen time in total. LOL. Yeah, that is impressive. Lilo. Time for a little. Yeah, I don't know, Dan. I don't know about that, but yeah, we shall see. Scott should have been in the lineup instead of Glenn. He should have been the one to die instead of Glenn. Scott had a little story in early season 6 where he injured his leg and had no story after that. LOL. Scott has PTSD from All Out War. Well, if he does Chosen, it's not on screen because Scott's as bland as a dead Commonwealth soldier. Imagine if Ian and Andy worked on The Walking Dead season 11. That would be terrible. Oh, so terrible.
Oh, goodness, no.
Oh, the Scotting dead. Oh, my goodness.
No, I don't want that. No. What's next? They're going to be joking, saying like, oh, it's the Darrow dead, or oh, it's Darrow and it's the Walking Darrow and Friends show, and oh hell no. It's like saying something like that, and I'm like, no, don't do it.
Yeah, Brian, would you ever consider getting a Scott tattoo? No, that's blasphemy. Chosen says you're gonna name a character Scott in Extinction. I already have Chosen. I've already done that. And he had no importance to the story whatsoever. And he had no importance to the story. Yeah, oh yeah. He we don't know what happened to him, but he is dead. Yes. We should all get Scott tattoos. Oh my goodness. You know what, guys? If you keep talking about Scott, I'm gonna end the stream right here now because I cannot take it.
Yeah, let's not talk about that character since to be fair, he should have been dead by now. Anyway. So I mean, in regards to season 11, episode 24, I did want to ask you this, Brian. So if they don't kill off any characters, if they don't kill off anybody, what would your reaction be to that? Like what would your response be?
Oh, I'll do a slow clap. Well done, AMC. Well done. You made a whole season without killing anyone important. Yeah, I'll be disappointed. Scott's arc is legendary, still a better parent than Lori. No, he isn't, DeRosa. Scott,
who says he is?
Scott lost his son, Marcus. He lost his son. Okay? Off screen somehow. So, nope, Scott's a terrible parent too. He's a terrible best friend, a terrible parent. No, Scott's just a terrible human being. Yep, should not be alive. Scott is married to Sasha in real life, by the way. Yeah, I know that. Oh my. Dude, Chosen, you found him. Where has he been?
That's hilarious.
Just a badger or whatever that is, just screaming. Yeah, that's Scott. I mean, that's gotta be him, right? It looks just like him. Can you imagine Angela Kang working on Fear the Walking Dead? Possibly. Yes and no, Joshua. She could do a better job than Ian and Andy. But Fear is going to get canceled at some point, so yeah, I don't think so. Hey, Scott and Heath were friends, right? Yeah, they were best friends. But did Scott care when his best friend went missing for 10 years? No, he didn't. What a crappy best friend. Oh my goodness. Hey NXP. He says, hey there, lol. Yeah, just so you know, NXP, we're going to be ending the live stream very soon. Since you came, I'm going to extend it just a little bit longer. If you have any questions for me, please ask me. Also, they can be about Fox Cars too, because I know you finished that, obviously. So if you have any questions for me, anything, just go ahead. It's kind of a free-for-all right now. Still waiting for that Virgil and Heath post-credit scene. They're both dead, DeRosa. They're both dead. Oh my goodness.
So I posted this funny thing on your Discord, and it's of the Joker, but only this time it says this. Scott, I like that. That's funny.
Yeah, Mega Mag once did a picture where it showed Rick Grimes and this black guy was like looking away, disgusted, but they show Scott and he's like, nice, that's good. Like it just shows that like yeah, Scott's more famous than Rick.
Okay.
Do you like Alicia's season 7 design? I mean, with the missing arm, no, I do not, because that ruins the character. The comic introduced Scott and then immediately killed him off right when he got to Alexandria. LOL. Yeah, comics did it right. Angela Kang, Gimple, follow the comics more because literally.
Thank you. Finally, someone that said the thing I've been waiting to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, because this is why Kurtman killed off Scott first time he got to Alexandria, because he didn't want this to happen on the show. Something like Scott just being a pest to the show's existence. Like, he didn't want that to happen. But AMC did not listen. They didn't listen.
Well, we're joking, so yeah, to be fair, I will admit this. To be fair, when Scott died in the comics, I will admit this, at least his death affected Heath. However, in the show, mind you, Heath goes missing, and meanwhile, Scott in the show doesn't even acknowledge the fact that he's not in Alexandria. What kind of a front is that?
He doesn't acknowledge his son isn't in Alexandria. So, yeah.
Good.
Scott return video, interesting. What about her hair in season 7? Alicia is gorgeous, but yeah, her hair was messy in season 7. She's still hot though. NXP, I don't have any question, really just tuning in, saying hi. Well, thank you, NXP. Did you get my email I sent you, by the way? Did you get the link I sent you for the wiki, the Wikipedia? Let's see, DeRosa says Scott is like the Black Walter White. Not exactly, DeRosa, because Walter White, he knew when to die. Scott, though, he doesn't know when to die. So, it's a little different. That episode where Beta got in Alexandria and killed people, one of those people he could have killed should have been Scott, LOL. Yes, imagine if Beta killed people in Alexandria in that episode in season 10, and one of them is Scott. Like, that would have been so good.
I have mentioned this before a few months back. So, what if in the show this actually happened? I'm like, okay, Father G, he doesn't get his comic book death. However, here's the twist. Instead of it being Father G, it's Scott that gets the death. That dies by Beta. Beta grabs his knife, right? He jams it into his stomach, and then bam, all of his guts come out, and then he dies.
Exactly. Would have been so much better. But no, the AMC... Here's the thing, though. It's crazy. They took out Dwight's death from the show. They took out Gabriel's death. They took out Rick's
Andrea's comic book death.
Yeah, Andrea's death so far. It's like, yeah, the show has taken out so many deaths. Scott is like that worker that never shows up to work. Yeah, he should be fired. Scott is hanging out with Virgil. Yeah, he is, probably.
To be fair, I mean, that's good to be off. To be fair, Scott is actually one of those creepy stalker guys that's standing outside of your house, meanwhile you're trying to finish your chores. But he's like standing outside your house. But then again, you look outside the window, right? And then Scott's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you, boy." I'm like, "Oh hell no."
Yeah. Let's see. Where's my boy Virgil? I think he's dead. Like he's there, but he's also not. Yeah. Do you like this Dwight's design in season 5, 6, or 7? Are you talking about Fear? Kind of. But I don't like what they did with his character. Dwight's character. Scott will get the book like Rick got in 193. Wait. You're telling me that someone's gonna write a book about Scott? No.
No.
What if Scott killed? Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna end the stream. This is insane.
No, wait! Don't end the stream. Let's not, guys. Let's not mention you know who again. Let's just talk about our final predictions for The Walking Dead, because I want to talk about it.
I'm ending the stream very soon. What if blank? No, that didn't happen. I would have hated that. What if Virginia was the season 7 villain instead of Strand? I still would not have liked that, Josh, because here's the thing. I feel like that's too long as a villain, because she was a villain season 5, 6, but making her the villain season 7, I feel like that's too long. But yeah, she was a better villain than even Strand. This character gets too much attention. He's basically a nobody. Oh no, DeRosa. He's not basically a nobody. He's a nobody. What if the Commonwealth builds a statue of instead of Rick? No, not happening. Alright guys, final predictions for The Walking Dead. Final episode, mind you. We are not going to see that hateable character ever again. I don't think he's being introduced. But if they kill him off, I'm drinking on screen for you guys. Face cam, everything. Like I said, nobody's going to die. Daryl's going to be awesome killing zombies. Judith's going to recover from her gunshot like it's nothing. Ezekiel's going to become leader. We're going to get a post-credit scene of Rick. Daryl's going to drive off on the sunset, leaving behind, everyone. What's your favorite character of final season? Great question, Dan. Darn it, who is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I kind of like a little bit of everyone. But here's the thing: it's not Maggie. I have not liked her for the most of season 11. Is it Daryl? Kind of, but then again, I'm not really sure. Not really the newer characters. It's really hard to say. But if I had to say, maybe Daryl, maybe I don't know. It might be Daryl, because I did like some of the stuff they did with him, and he was not underused like a lot of characters. My favorite character is Carol. What if Morales survived the arrow that Daryl shot him, and he tracks down Daryl and kills him in the spinoff? How is Morales going to get to France?
There's no way he's going to survive something like that, man. There's no way. Listen, in real life, if you got shot in the head by an arrow, goodbye you're done.
Negan and Lance. I did like Lance as a villain, but I feel like he was underused a lot. Or not underused, the payoff was terrible. Negan was really good, though. I will say that. Negan this season was great. I don't know if he was my favorite character, though, because I don't like how they pacified him in 11B and C. I kind of feel like they made him more minor. Kind of. Rick and Daryl are the best characters of The Walking Dead. Rick is not on the show, so I kind of can't say he's the best character from the season. Guys, what did you think of Pope? Dan, you know what I thought of Pope. He was an absolute joke. I literally would be more afraid of a Pet Rock than Pope. So, yes.
Well, to be fair, Pope in the show was sort of The Walking Dead's version of Mario from Super Mario Bros. So, yeah.
Alright, guys. Let's see. Trash Villain Dan? Yeah, absolutely. In case y'all didn't know, you can talk to on Instagram. Yeah, see, that's why I don't want an Instagram. I don't want a chance of talking with him. No, thank you. Alright, guys. I'm going to be ending the stream now. yeah, so okay, guys, 2 more days, and episode 4 of season 4 of Extinction will be coming out. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please check out my series if you can, because it would mean a lot. What did you think of Leah? I thought she was a lame character, had a lame death. Moving on. Yeah, so if you guys can't.
Oh, real quick, so I got a quick question for you, Brian, real quick, because I know you're ending the thing soon. So, I know I mentioned this before, but the What If show I did with Lucille a few months back, what did you think of it? I know you probably don't. Well, I don't know if you consider it somewhat canon in a different timeline, but what did you think of it overall?
Sorry, what?
Remember the What If short I did a few months back with Lucille?
Yeah.
What did you think of that What If short?
I thought it was kind of weird how you kill off Scott and then that big character afterwards. Because now I'm thinking of, like, oh, wow. Like, I did not expect that character to die. And then, like, when you kill off Scott, like I said, I'm like, yes, thank you. Yeah, I would not, Henry, I would not go to that party. Well, I might go to the party, but let's just say there's gonna be let's just say I hope the curtains are red because yeah, it's not gonna end well for the party guests, or I would not be a very good guest, I guess you can say. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm ending the stream now. Thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. Handshake. Good luck. Have a blessed night, guys. Almost 2 hours now. The stream has been going. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Like I said, yeah. Extinction this Wednesday, and I will be streaming either either Sunday night. Well, it's not very likely, but it could be Sunday night, or it's going to be Monday, right after the episode, kind of thing. So, yeah, I hope you guys join me for the last, Walking Dead episode stream. Like consistently. Because don't worry, guys, the streams are not going away. It's just that, yeah. You guys have a good one too. I cannot wait to see you guys for the final episode. Yeah, we will be streaming episode 24. So I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Have a blessed night. Take care. Bye.
Peace out, guys.